Well, a Texas death row inmate who was supposed to testify in front of state legislators yesterday didn't end up making an appearance after all. Robert Roberson was subpoenaed by a House committee in order to delay his execution last week.
This case capturing national attention because Roberson would have been and might still be the first person in the U.S. to be executed in a case that involves shaken baby syndrome. Now, Trevor Sohaki, you have been following this story for us. You join us in studio now. One of the things that there's so much back and forth on is whether or not Roberson should appear virtually or whether he could appear in person for this testimony.
Yeah, that's right, Madison, Carmen. There was a lot of back and forth here. The House committee that subpoenaed him wanted him there in person, but Attorney General Ken Paxton's office said there'd be security and logistical concerns with that. The AG wanted him to appear virtually. However, legislators said that would be poorly suited for Roberson because he has autism. So in the end, he didn't appear at all. Lawmakers wanted to hear from Roberson on how shaken baby syndrome, now considered junk science by some, was used to convict him in the death of his 2-year-old daughter Nikki more than 20 years ago. However, multiple other supporters of Roberson did show up. That includes Dr. Phil McGraw. He told the panel he interviewed Roberson in prison and studied his trial. He believes Roberson does not deserve the death penalty and even doubts a crime was committed.
I think that the death penalty actually hangs in the balance here, because if we get this wrong in a case like this, I think that the death penalty could come under real attack.
The committee also heard from famous author John Grisham, who is affiliated with the Innocence Project. He believes a new trial is the only option.
When you have a case like this where the science is just wrong, okay, it was wrong 30, 40, 50 years ago when it was first developed, sure, you have to go back to a fair trial.
Committee members said they're still working with the Attorney General's office to figure out a way for Roberson to appear in person. If he does, it would be the first time a condemned prisoner in Texas has testified before state lawmakers. And Governor Greg Abbott has finally also weighed in on all the controversy. He sent a letter to the Texas Supreme Court yesterday saying they should toss out the lawmakers' subpoena. His office said the committee, quote, stepped out of line. Madison, Carmen?
Yeah, certainly a story that we're going to be following in the days to come. Trevor, thank you.